How did she get past all a million of sorcerers? Oh my gosh, she's a woman, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like it's like in the comics. It's too woke.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Screenshots, the drinking game movie podcast. My name is Mark Girbino. This is Johnny Cruz,
That's
co-host.
me. I'm Johnny Cruz.
This is Jake Fox.
What's going on, everybody?
Christian Potok.
Christian Potok, a.k.a. Christian Potok.
and Danny Barker.
What's up?
Today we're going over the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness.
No, it's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse.
Is it
of
in the?
Madness. Yes, it's
Oh,
in
man.
the Multiverse.
Dr. Madness,
Doctor Madness in the
Strange.
Multiverse.
Doctor
of
Multiverse
Strange.
and the Madness of Strange. So
Johnny,
yeah,
what's it about and how much is it making?
it's what's it about and what's it's making. But
Oh, shut it.
But so Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. It's 2 hours and 6 minutes, and Doctor Stephen Strange casts a forbidden spell that opens the doorway to the multiverse, including alternate versions of himself, whose threat to humanity is too great for the combined forces of Strange, Wong, and Wanda Maximoff. And it is directed by Sam Raimi, who did the original Spider-Man trilogy with Tobey Maguire, and some of the like old classic kind of comedy horror movies like Evil Dead and stuff like that. And he's a very visually unique director, and it's written by Michael Waldron, who's the creator of the Loki series.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. My
So-
stepbrother was telling me that. My stepbrother didn't like Loki, and that's why he didn't like this movie.
Oh yeah.
Well, he liked the movie, but he was like, he had problems
He didn't
with
like
it.
Doctor Strange because of the Loki.
Well, he said that he didn't like the way some of the movie parts, and he blames it on the writer for Loki. Which I mean,
Okay.
like, who else would you blame it on?
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
Anyway, it's projected. It was projected to get like around 192 to 225 million opening weekend, which would make it, if it hit 225, it's like the fifth highest of all time, around there. But it's probably going to end up in the top 10 opening weekends of all time, just because everybody's like, oh, who's in it? There's going to be so many cameos, blah blah blah, and all that jazz. But right now it's Saturday, so right now it's projected to get somewhere between like 198 and 200 million. I predicted 195.
wow.
But so yeah, it's probably gonna make it's definitely gonna make its money back. It's good. It's guaranteed money.
Oh,
Typical
absolutely.
money.
So anyway, what did you
money
think about
machine.
the movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Money Machines?
I liked it. I liked it just because I felt that there was a lot of influence that Sam Raimi took from like the HBO shows like The Boys and Invincible, which I love those. I'll watch those over an Avengers movie any day, but it took a lot of influence from those movies, so I like that. As much influence as it can take from those.
Yeah, I think it was it's one of those movies where I look at it, I'm in the middle of the theater, and I'm like, wow, they like went all out. Like, they had fun making this movie. It was so ambitious, and because you could feel the Sam Raimi vibes. Like, if you ever watched any of his other movies, or even just seen scenes of it, like Evil Dead and all that, you actually, and like some of the music they had in it too, like guitar riffs and stuff.
Danny
like,
Elfman did the score.
it was like it was a Sam Raimi movie. I actually really liked it, and I can tell they had fun, because especially with like the visual effects, it's like every team in this production had a way to show off, and they definitely did. You know, what about you guys?
I personally love this movie. I just love Doctor Strange as a character. You know, he's up there with one of my top characters. You know, with Thor, Iron Man. You know, like the classics. But just as a franchise, I love the way that they're going. Like, I love how they just continue to build on every story. You know, every movie ties into another movie, and you know, it just keeps like the connections going. It keeps the story rolling along. But one thing I think that they have to be careful with how far they go with it, because it could just turn into this thing like this reoccurring cycle where they, you know, bring any character from anywhere, you know. So it's like, I think they need to be careful with it, but I love where they're going with it so far.
It's ballooning a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Can I ding him on that yet?
Ding him whenever you want.
All right, ding, 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 baby.
On what?
Ballooning.
Oh, you motherfucker!
I did it!
Excellent. I'll take 2 shots just because you did that. Shit. Jake, what did you think of it? What did you think about the movie, Jake?
I thought the movie was a good movie. I enjoyed watching it. Definitely better than Morbius.
That's not true. Come on, that's not true.
But I can't say much, but I'll say the storyline for me is like I guess repetitive. Maybe. I guess. I don't want to go into detail, but I don't want to say I think I was perfectly a little bit underwhelmed, like at the right amount. Because the movie itself was great, but just that one I'll talk about it later, but yeah, I'll say it's a good movie. I like the movie.
Mhm.
Enjoyed it.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, like, I heard the same thing from some of my friends that have seen it. They kind of said the same thing you did. Not that it's like repetitive, but that I don't know. It's I don't entirely agree with them, but they were saying that it just they I guess expected the movie,
Yeah.
and that's kind of fair.
You can
I wasn't surprised at all.
you can trick yourself into thinking the movie's underwhelming because you had expectations.
Well, that's also so. Zach, my
Right, yeah.
stepbrother, he last night he came home after or 2 nights ago he came home after watching the movie on Thursday. He said, "Mark, can I say one thing about it?" I'm like, "Absolutely not. Get out of here. I'm not even gonna look at your face." So I made him go away. And then today I was like, "So what did you want to tell me?" And I don't know why he would say this anyway, but he said, "I wanted you to like go in with no expectations," because he said that's what's ruining it for people. It's the expectations of, oh, are we going to see this person, that character? Are we going to, oh, what's going to happen? It's like, don't do that because you're going to ruin it for yourself. That's what he was saying.
I thought, I think like I said, like the plot kind of feels like it's about to fall apart at any moment. Like if there'd be nowhere to go if somebody was like, oh wait, no, we have it right here. Don't worry about it. Like it's to kind of fix like within like just one line, some kind of giant like hinges of the plot. But I liked all the characters involved, like Doctor Strange and America Chavez. Like I thought she was great. I liked how they gave Rachel McAdams' character Christine like a better role, and I liked how they kind of explored like the different like sides of Doctor Strange's character like through the other versions himself we see from the trailer. But I do think that Doctor Strange's arc kind of gets lost in this movie a little bit, where
I do agree with that. I feel like they kind of like I feel like it's more of like a Wanda arc in this movie than
it felt like her character felt like she had much more of a straight line than Doctor Strange did. Like it felt like Doctor Strange's arc would pop in and out of scenes. Like, all right, it's gone for this scene, and then it'll pop back up. Like when people would be like, "Oh, are you happy, Steven?" It's like, "Oh, it's back," and then 3 scenes later goes by, you know. But but I thought it was a really solid movie in general though, because I liked watching the characters so much, and I think because I watched it twice, so there's a rewatchability factor a little bit because I like seeing all the characters interacting. Like there's a scene where Strange is with Wong and American Chavez are just eating pizza and stuff. I'm like, this is a really good scene because they're really fun together.
Do you guys like this one or the first one better?
I like this one better.
Yeah,
I like the first
one's
one
I
better.
like this one better.
it's really tough for me, but I think I'd rate them like equally.
it's hard
yeah.
because to a certain point it's like apples to oranges because like
Yeah.
the first one's like it's an origin story. So
I was
like
just gonna say that.
yeah,
That's exactly why I
exactly.
like it better.
exactly. So like there's so much of it goes into who he is and why he is. And this one it's like he's done.
Yeah.
Let's get into the action. But I'm a sucker for origin story. I really am.
Well, with Doctor Strange, like Baron Mordo in this movie, right? I find him so boring, and he was like almost the main villain of the last one, sorta, or not the main villain, but he was like such a heavy part of it in it that I thought just he was so boring, and he was the most boring part about this movie, even though I like that actor a lot. And the other Doctor Strange movie is like I've seen this movie already, with like another origin story, and then he
Yeah.
has to blah blah blah.
You know what bothers me about the Doctor Strange stuff though is that like, and we've talked about this. I think we actually talked about this, Johnny, you and I, during the Dumbledore podcast. That there's no rating system for magic at all. Like,
Yes, his power fluctuates.
yeah, that and Wanda's. Everyone's because like when you go into the movie, like I said before, like they have time to experiment to really see what they want to do. Every person had fun making this movie. They actually were making different magic. Like they would see like this pop out, that pop. How does he grab it? How does he fly? So much different kinds of things. But I'm like, none of this makes sense. Like I get it, it's magic, but like, where's the scale?
Well, there's another reason I like it better than the first one. Because in the first one, I'm like, oh, they're going to do some crazy magic stuff. And there was like 3 things. A sling ring, and then some green stuff, and then time. And then that was it. What?
You said magic.
Okay. But, like, but then that's it. There was 3 things that he did for magic, right? But then in this one, like, there's something, like, he does something with a bus. And I'm like, oh, shit, that looks crazy. And then he does something else later. I'm like, looks so... They were much more creative with how they used the magic in this one than I thought. Like, a lot more. Like,
Yeah.
It's not even comparable how much better it was. But,
Yeah, no, I agree with I think the magic was better. I got lost on the scale.
Okay.
I agree.
I get what you're saying with that.
Yeah, right?
Definitely no way to tell like who's like what the baseline is. I feel like.
Yeah,
at
it's
this point.
a little inconsistent.
And-
But when you have characters that are that powerful, it's hard to make.
Yeah,
consistent.
it is hard.
All
Yeah.
it takes is one line of like Wong to be like, he's the most powerful being in the universe. And
Yeah.
then the next thing you know, unbeatable. And the next
Yeah.
thing you know, like it's beatable. Like I don't know.
Or
it
they
just-
like
it just-
spawn in some random book or like just like some
Yeah.
random
Yeah, some-
magic item and it just comes out.
Said book.
Damn it, I was gonna put that too.
Guys, let's go to spoilers. How about it?
No, not spoiler. We have to do overall thoughts.
Oh my gosh, I
The
totally forgot.
ratings.
What's the rating?
All right, so for overall thoughts, I'll say this. I'm gonna make a declaration right now. This is the most visually distinctive Marvel movie.
Distinctive, visually distinctive.
You know
Yeah.
what distinctive means?
I feel like I'm losing it in this context.
yeah,
Distinct.
put the
It's
two
like
words together
unique.
in context.
Yeah, like
Unique. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Visually unique.
And because
Distinct
we
and
separates
mentioned
itself.
we-
Sorry.
we mentioned Sam Raimi directed this, and you can tell like this movie has like its color grading is a little bit better, like a little bit different than other Marvel movies, but it's sort of the same. It's not as gray. But when I say visually distinctive, I mean like the actual technique of the camera work. And like there's a lot of crazy stuff that Sam Raimi does in this movie, like a lot of
Agreed.
like amazing push-ins that he does, or like like the final shot of the movie. There's that kind of crazy swooping thing into the last thing you see, and I really like that about it because it kind of separated itself from the Marvel.
Kinda makes it scary,
I think this
too.
is not. I think this is less like the Marvel formula is less prevalent here than it was in any other Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know
I
that.
definitely agree
Yeah.
with that. Yeah. This is the most not Marvel movie, you know, like this is like the most, they're like teetering, they're experimenting with something new. And like you guys
Yes.
hit the nail on the head with like because of the writer and like the director from
Yeah.
the Loki series. And
Yeah.
They've rung as much as they could out of the PG-13.
yeah,
Yes,
definitely.
Mhm. That's what I was saying. Like,
Sorry.
No, I wasn't saying like that's what I
Fuck
was.
you, Johnny.
I was saying like that. That's where that
Goddamn
influence I feel is coming from, like Invincible and The Boys. Like seeing that stuff, how good it is. Like all the other Marvel movies, there's not as much violence. Like there is violence, but not in this way.
Mm.
Different
yeah.
type of violence.
Yeah.
Like,
Not to
It's
the
heavier.
extent,
Mhm.
yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
heavier.
You know, I was even thinking that watching, not to derail, I was thinking about watching Moon Knight, how, and no spoilers for Moon Knight, but they are definitely like pushing the limit on, mature content, at least when it comes to violence, which I like.
That's like that's kind of unexpected too. Like with considering that they're Disney now, you know, like that's
Yeah.
like they're taking a good.
Well, they
turn.
know they've got to make content
Yeah,
for every
You gotta-
demographic.
I think they messed up with Star Wars, and they're like, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Don't even
we,
get me
we
started
can't
on
we
that.
can't do that again with Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jake, overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts?
It's like a single sentence. This.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie. I enjoyed it.
I don't know. All right. Oh, I have to take a shot.
Yeah.
Wait, so does that mean he has to take a shot?
No, I'm just
Oh,
we're
you-
making.
No,
yeah.
I forgot to take a shot before. So
Yeah.
let's
No,
do
not
the.
you, yeah.
So our rating will be
Please don't do it.
our rate. Okay, so our rating will be on a scale of Doctor Strange to the other Doctor Strange. I give it a other and a half Doctor Stranges, which is a solid 7.5.
Oh no.
You're gonna have to put that in. You're gonna have to put other.
Oh,
other for
no.
everyone. Danny, rating.
Just speed it up. It's a other. Yeah,
So 8.
eight other
Okay.
Stephen.
I think I'm gonna go the same with you, John. I'm going other, because it's a half.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll match Danny and go other.
Okay.
Strange.
You know, I'm gonna add a to the
Okay.
All right, me too.
So,
me too.
like
me too.
8.5.
me too. I'm doing the same thing.
Okay.
Wait, you
Okay.
changed it to what? Both of you did? Okay.
I'm gonna hit it with a other,
Oh shit.
0.9 other.
0.9 other.
Wait, so what's that
that
numbers?
is that 7.9?
7.9.
7.9.
0.004327 Doctor Stranges.
Good luck, Johnny. What is that?
So I give it a. Oh, okay. Get ready for this. Get ready for this.
Okay.
I give it a. The final accumulation is an other
fuck.
point other
no. Oh no.
which is a 7.95. Trademark it.
7.9. Jesus Christ.
7.95. Boom.
That would actually. Never mind. I'm not giving you any ideas, guys. We're gonna go to spoilers in 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations, you're a prophet.
Show me your penis. Show me your penis right now. Show me your penis.
Wait,
What? Show me your penis. Oh.
I thought that was Johnny.
Yeah, it is Johnny.
It is
Show me
Johnny.
your penis right now. Show me your penis. Anyway,
I got so much shit,
My-
bro.
my favorite part of this movie is takes place when Wanda takes away Blackagar Boltagon's mouth,
That shit's so
and then his
cool.
head
Yeah.
explodes, and Mr. Fantastic looks at the camera like this. Cut to my camera.
He's just like,
He does the Jim Halpert. No.
Bro, that
And
shit
then-
was so cool.
Yeah, that was rough,
wait,
man.
what happened?
Yeah, brutal. When Black,
When she
is
said-
it Black
she
Bolt?
goes,
Is
"What
that his
Black
name?
Bolt. Yeah.
Black Bolt,
What
Black
mouth?
Bolt.
Dang,
What?
both of these guys.
Oh
What?
my
What'd they
god,
say?
he set him up.
Well, he said mouth first. I
He
know,
didn't
like-
say it first, but I came in
But he
second.
dinged him on him.
But I came in
my-
second and also said mouth.
My phrase
Oh,
was what
no.
mouth though.
Oh,
I
was
get
it?
him
It got
on-
me. He got me.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Shit or get shit on.
But that was sick that they like just did that in his fucking head.
That was
I love that they included that character at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of sad to see him go. Well, he's gonna be back, but
Oh, I thought it was cool how they.
There's millions
I
of them,
love that
so-
scene. That entire like.
I love
fighting
the
scene,
theater's
that was-
reaction.
Yeah.
The audience.
I don't remember it. I don't remember it.
Well, the when John Krasinski popped
Oh,
up, the
yeah,
audience.
yeah.
Oh, shit.
They went crazy. Yeah.
But
Same
when
thing with Professor
when
X.
Black, I like how they actually showed Black Bolt use his powers against
Oh yeah.
Doctor
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah.
Like
you
in,
get to see. And he
No,
goes, "I'm
they're
sorry.
good.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry."
because there's
It's
that
good.
there's that comic where Black Bolt is fighting the Hulk, and this just shows how strong Hulk is. But Black Bolt like screams or something at the Hulk, and nothing happens to the Hulk, and he's like,
Yeah.
"I came here to like fight, not talk," or some weird. He just has a cool line, but like
oh, that would have been cool.
anyway.
I'm gonna look that up.
yeah,
that
it's
sounds
pretty
really
dope.
cool,
It's
yeah.
dope, man. But Black Bolt is, I think, an underrated character, and he's under talked about.
What else has he been in? Like I feel like I had no idea who. it
Well,
was.
that guy, the same actor who do you remember in like 2019 or 18 there was a Marvel Inhuman show that was like
No.
one of the worst things ever made. It was so bad. He played Black Bolt in that show, and they canceled it. And Kevin Feige's like, "What are you talking about? We never made that. Don't shut up. We didn't do it." But they brought him. I like that they brought him back.
What are you talking about? We didn't.
What
make
are you
that.
But I like that they brought him back for that to be like, here, to get a real shot at this, you know.
Mhm.
But what did you guys think about?
Yeah, so about that whole scene with when he blows his mouth out and everything, like that was the whole movie. Like leading up to that, like they always say, "Oh my God, the Scarlet Witch so powerful. You're not gonna like her when she's like she can't. She's unbeatable. All this shit." And they finally like that was the first scene where she's finally like, "Okay, I'm the fucking bitch here, and I'm gonna do what I want," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything besides it, I was like waiting for that moment, and I feel like it took a little bit too long, but it got there, and I was happy it got there. I was waiting for her to just go crazy and kill everybody, and she did it.
Yeah.
And they show every like you said, the mouth thing, the making him into shreds, like chopping the girl in half.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I want to
horrifying.
add on that. I just don't think that they were very consistent with that. Like 1 second she was the most powerful, like she could not be fucking touched, and then the next they were running through the tunnels underground, and she was
Just walking.
cutting.
Yeah.
She's cutting through these steel doors coming down,
Well-
but they're 4 feet away, and she can't do anything. And then the last blast door comes down, and she can't do anything. She could alternate reality. She could change
Yeah.
anything into anything.
Like, why
and
did she
can't
make
get
her
through this
legs
one
into
blast door.
spaghetti?
Well, this is what I think the answer to that is that because so much of her power was being used to occupy that other Wanda's brain that she
True.
couldn't use all of it.
And she was
True,
fucked
yeah.
up too. She was like limping
Yeah,
and shit.
but
Yeah.
al-
Yeah,
but
at that
also
point she
in
was.
because
She was rocking like a zombie.
I think because when he's talking to everybody, they're like, "Don't worry about Scarlet Witch, you idiot. We got her." Like,
Yeah.
but it's weird because I was like, "Oh, so that means that in this universe they just think they're fighting Wanda, not the Scarlet Witch." But then if that's true that her powers were kind of dampened by the dreamwalking thing, then I don't know. But
I feel like
Oh wait, ding ding ding.
What?
Dreamwalking.
Oh yeah,
Fuck!
that was one of mine.
Dreamwalking?
Wait, that was one of
Yeah.
mine too.
Oh, yeah, you both have to cross it off then.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Damn, Johnny's screwed, man.
I guess Danny is driving me.
By the
Well,
way,
I mean, you can drive me
anyone
home.
who's looking, this entire bottle was drank by Johnny Cruz. No one else drank out of this. Just so everyone knows. All right, carry on.
I thought, you know what? Because I think this movie feels even though it doesn't follow the Marvel formula as much as the others, which I liked, it feels like it's the least standalone because Wanda as a character.
I was gonna, yeah,
Because
sorry.
I liked how they used her throughout the movie, and I liked that she was just like this unstoppable thing. But I feel like in the beginning that turn is like way too quick because she kind of turns into an anti-hero in WandaVision, and I needed another movie, or at least half a movie. Like I think like She shows up. She's like, "Hey, buddy, I made mistakes. Don't even worry about it." And then she's like, "No, I'm evil. Give me the girl." Like in the same scene.
Yep.
I thought if they teamed up and she's like, "I'll do this with you,"
Yeah.
and then halfway through something happens where he's like, "Wanda, don't do it," and then she switches and becomes the villain halfway through the movie. That would have been much more convincing. Even though I liked what they did with her character. Her motivation was very strong.
This is the first Marvel movie ever that you need prior TV knowledge to understand.
Is that a fact?
This is a fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because no other Marvel movie came out that you're like, what? I don't remember that from the other movies.
You have no idea who those kids are if you
Yeah.
don't watch WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there were like
So
some
when the fuck
moms.
did she get kids?
Like, yeah, there were like people
Right.
in the theater like, Danny, who is that? Who is that? You know, like
Yeah.
like no one knows who the fuck those are.
Right.
Also, like, is that a good thing? Do you guys like that you kind of have to watch TV shows to understand
No.
the universe? I don't.
Yes
either.
and no.
Yeah.
In Doctor Strange, yes, because I loved WandaVision. I loved the movie, or I liked the movie. I enjoyed watching it. Shit that I don't care about, and like if I had to watch something from Morbius or something, I'd be like, no way. You know what I mean? I'm not watching a backstory.
But then,
No.
but then you get into that snowball effect. It's like, but if you like, what
Morbius
if the-
wasn't connected.
But
though.
what if the next movie they come out is connected to Morbius, and then you have to go back and watch Morbius?
All
You know,
right.
it just like goes
If-
into this a never-ending cycle. That's what they again. They have to be careful with the way that they go about these kinds
Yeah,
of things.
I wasn't really worried though, but on the scale of Doctor Strange, I was willing to go out of my way and be like, all right, let me
Yeah.
refresh my memory. Plus, I heard you kind of should. So
Yeah. Well, because I didn't like WandaVision. I really didn't. Yeah, it was boring to me. You know, like I don't know.
I like that it was different.
the first episode got me like so off guard.
You know
I was
what
like, what the fuck
Mhm.
is
I
happening?
like
right
that
now?
about that. That's why, because
I
it was a
loved it.
giant risk, and I like when people take giant risks,
was-
even
it
if
was
they
great.
don't pay off.
Yeah, it
I
was good.
think the worst one though is Captain America.
Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Because we've seen it before time and time again.
The
But
fight scenes are bad.
yeah, but I didn't like WandaVision that much, and I'm not looking forward to watching more, in my opinion, subpar TV to understand movies. I'm not. I loved Moon Knight. I loved Loki. I could do without WandaVision, and I could do without Winter Soldier. It is what it is, I guess.
Did you guys notice any of the nods to the first Spider-Man in this?
Which one?
Yeah, well, other than Ash from
Bruce
Evil-
Campbell, who
yeah.
cameoed in all those movies. Do you know? Okay, so you know.
Yeah.
So the first nod that I noticed is when America Chavez is on that ledge. It's actually a nod to Spider-Man 2, sort of, but it is Spider-Man. Remember in Spider-Man 1 when Mary Jane is like falling off of the balcony, and the balcony is
Yes.
kind of like slipping, and she's slipping.
Oh,
America
yeah.
Chavez is the same thing for one shot, and there was the Dr. Octopus scene from Spider-Man 2 when they're on top of the building. That was very reminiscent of that. Then there's also the scene later when they were using the music to fight each other, which I fucking
Yeah.
loved.
Yeah, that
And I was like,
cool.
that's how you do creative stuff with Doctor Strange. When he does this, and the evil Doctor Strange dodges all the notes. It's like that scene it's like that scene when Goblin throws those
Yeah.
razors at Spider-Man, and he like does the dodges
yeah.
and stuff like that. I thought that was
Yeah.
I like those callbacks.
I would
Those were good.
say too, like with Sam Raimi, how he's a horror director, like the way he made WandaVision, the way he made the Scarlet Witch into like a horror character at
Yes.
points, like
Yeah.
I
The
would like
reflections.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been mad if he dug into that even more and just made it like really horror. Like it pushes horror, like it scares you a little bit, but it's not like jump scares
Yeah.
enough. But like he did a good job with it. I felt like
Yeah.
was scary. It was scary some
Yeah.
at some
Yeah,
parts.
It felt like the most unique Marvel movie.
part with Professor Xavier trying to pull Wanda out, and she
Yeah.
snapped his neck. That
Yeah.
shit
That was
Yeah,
nuts.
Oh,
It
yeah,
wasn't- it
that
wasn't
was
like a-
wild.
Yeah, it's not like a paranormal activity type of.
And
scary.
they showed
It's
that.
like
They
a
showed him.
realist-
Scary.
There's
He
no
said
way-
scared. He said
there's
scared.
No way.
He said
Nobody
scared.
Said scary,
He said
bro. There's
scared.
no way.
I'm
That's
I'm
insane.
very anal about it. Like it has to be
There's
exact.
No way.
Yeah, too bad, buddy. All right, what was I gonna
Shit or
say?
get shit on, I guess.
Oh, but you know what? Here,
I love that.
that's gonna be the thing for we have to do
I
a
love that.
shot in the middle,
oh, okay.
a mystery shooter.
Oh shoot.
Well, I'm
But that's
definitely not
between me and
taking
you,
it.
because me and you haven't taken a shot yet. So how do you want to resolve this?
What do you mean?
Because who's
I
gonna
have to-
take it?
I'll take
Rock,
it.
paper,
You could. All right, you fucking take it. Yeah, don't you love this noise? I'm
love
definitely
that
gonna get
idea.
copy striked for this. But that's okay.
That's the purge.
Plays
Yeah.
it 3 more times.
Oh, it's
They're
just
definitely
It's a
gonna take this
mystery
down.
shooter. You're not gonna know until you drink it.
That one looks good. Looks like piss.
What did who was the favorite character that show? Who's your favorite cameo? Oh, how
Puts
about
it
this?
back.
Is there anybody you expected to show up that didn't show up?
I expected. No, there's no one that I expected to show up that didn't show up. But what I would have loved, which I still think they're gonna do, is Tom Cruise Iron Man. They're gonna do at one
What do you
point.
mean they're gonna do that? Why would you
I
think
will,
they're
I
gonna
will
do
fucking
that?
put money on it that by the end of this next 8-year phase, we will see a Tom Cruise Iron Man.
Really?
Are you saying like an actual role? and,
No, like he'll
talks
be
for,
there for
like,
he'll be
30
there for like
seconds?
40 seconds at
Yeah,
most.
they're gonna visit Universe.
I
They'll be
don't
like, "What's
know,
up,
man.
guys?" And then just
Yeah.
dip.
Do you think that they're gonna bring Iron Man back, like
No,
as a character,
can't.
like in another universe? I
feel like-
really hope they don't. I hope they don't
No.
go start pulling out people from other multiverses. Like
Yeah.
that's where Marvel would go bad. That's where they'd be.
Yeah, they bring. I
reaching
don't
for
think.
too
I
much.
think Robert Downey Jr. would not go for that. He would
Yeah.
not come
Yeah.
back. He's done with Iron Man.
But
Like,
I
he
would-
went out.
Yeah, he went all out.
It would be too much if he came back. He went out at the perfect time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he knows that.
That,
He
that
would
was like
not
the
come
most
back.
perfect ending to it.
I-
Like, a role.
I have a question. If the whole thing is that Wanda wants to be with her kids, but she has to kill another Wanda to do it, why doesn't she go, "Oh, okay, America Chavez, you don't know how to use your powers. So me and Doctor Strange are going to teach you how to use your powers so that you can find a universe where I'm dead and my parents and my sons and Vision are alive, and I can be with them without killing anybody."
Because
Because that would be the rational decision, and there wouldn't be a movie.
no, but she
Mar-
also,
Marvel,
she also
Marvel said, "You know what, Johnny? No." we're
She
good."
also said in
said
one
no.
part in the movie that like she wanted that power because if there was ever like any illness or any cure you need or anything in the world possible, there's a multiverse for it. So like that she wants that power to, like just as a safety net, I guess. Like,
Yeah, but
in case
also
anything
teach
ever
America
happens.
Chavez how to do it. She
Yeah,
learns
but,
that in
like,
2
she's not gonna
seconds when
ins-
Doctor Strange is like, "Trust yourself." She's like, "Got it."
But then she
You're right, though. You're right.
True.
Like stage a whole thing
You
where
am?
pretend trick America into thinking the world's ending and that Wanda's gonna kill everybody so that Strange can go, "Trust yourself," and she'll go, "Awesome," and then
Trust
she'll be like,
myself.
"Just got you. See, we knew you could do it." She's like, "Oh, guys."
Did you guys notice? I didn't realize this. My stepbrother, I keep bringing him up, but we were talking about it before we started the episode. He said that he noticed that when Mr. Fantastic showed up, Doctor Strange was like, "Weren't you guys popular in the '60s?"
He's-
What the fuck
he
does
said
that mean?
he said, "Didn't you guys chart in the '60s?"
Or chart in the 60s,
Because
whatever.
wasn't one of the Beatles' nicknames like the Fab Four?
Oh, is that what
yeah.
that was?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I thought that meant like, wait, does that mean that they were in the '60s?
Yeah.
But I think that was just like
Okay,
a joke.
thank God. Because
Beatles-
I'd
Beatles
rather them
reference.
be their own thing in the Marvel universe
Because-
because it's the perfect time.
Because that Mr. Fantastic got the joke because he went,
Oh.
So the Beatles exist in that
do that
universe.
again. That was good.
What?
You know that
That
for
was
sure.
good. Do that again.
Wait, can I get one thing cleared up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the scene where like he says I'm sorry and the guy like basically blows him to death.
Literally disintegrates him. Yeah.
Yeah, he blows.
Oh
him.
yeah,
He
Black
blow-
Bolt.
Why did he like? So I thought in the whole thing, like the reason they did it is that they had to kill him because he went evil because he got the hold.
They did, but they were still friends.
But
like, they
but
still
he
knew
was
each other.
so in that
Yeah.
universe, that guy was like, yeah,
Well-
you
well,
you
in that
need to
u-
kill me. I'm
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I don't
Because he
think
caused the
it's because he got the hold, but
he was causing the thing in the Rift of Time.
Incursion.
Gotcha.
He killed trillions of people with the incursion.
This
Incursion was one of your words.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good one. That is a good one.
You guys are saying none of my words. The fuck?
pick better
Johnny
words.
Cruz sucks.
But yeah, too many of those, and they were like, "Listen, we got Thanos, but like, you need to go, buddy." He was
Do you
like,
think
"You're right."
they got Thanos in their universe? Do you think they got him before he snapped or after he snapped?
it looked like didn't-
Before, because they were on
But
Titan.
they were on this. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, that was like they got
Uh,
him like where they should have gotten him.
Or fucking
because-
Star Lord punched him in the face.
Yeah.
Stupid fuck.
That's nuts.
Sorry, I'm still mad about it.
Do you guys think they got enough out of like Professor X? Do you think they got enough of him?
Oh yeah.
I think they. Yeah, I think they.
he
got
was
good
like the
use.
main.
You're happy
guy
with
of
what
the
they did with
Illuminati.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His chair was funny. It then never hovered.
It looked like.
Oh
a
yeah,
Rolls
that
Royce.
chair. I went back.
Take a shot.
I was just thinking of a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
logo.
After the movie, I went back and I was watching some like description details on the movie and explaining shit. I didn't know that thing he was riding in was like a reference to the comic book. I was like, what?
Yeah.
As soon as it came out, I was like, yo, what the fuck is he in? Like a Lambo wheelchair?
Yeah.
Like,
Sick, kind of sweet.
I had no idea.
That's kind of the cool thing about them doing all this universe stuff because they could we talk about this a lot. You watch Iron Man 1. This is like Iron Man 1 is the most Batman Marvel movie. And when I say that, it's like the most realistic Marvel movie. They have come so far. And I'm not saying it's good or bad, but they definitely can try so much more now than they ever could before. So showing stuff like that, like Professor X, showing Doctor Strange, doing, like they
And
go
then
through
just
the,
murdering all of them.
yeah, exactly. And then they go through like the universe where they look like paint, like
that was so cool.
that was, yeah, it was cool, right? So they can do all this stuff that they couldn't do before. And the thing is, it works. They took a big risk when they did, I wouldn't say big risk because they're Marvel, but they took a risk when they did Guardians of the Galaxy, and it paid off. It's been people's favorite movie for a very long time, and they just kept, they were like, oh, we did it. We can pull this off. Let's do it. And now they're shooting for the stars. It's kind of cool. I like it. I'm excited to. when Spider-Man was over, Spider-Man, the most recent one, I was like, I haven't been this excited for Marvel since Captain America, the first Avenger. Now I'm excited. I actually had butterflies going to this fucking movie yesterday. I was so
Really?
excited. Yeah, I did. Did it deliver? Like, it was a movie. It's what I
It was
expected.
a movie.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, right? But I was excited, and I'm still excited because I'm surprised they're pulling it off, and I can't wait to see what they do. Like, okay, I'm like geeking out right now. I'm sorry, but like with Black Panther coming out, all that shit, fucking with all what they just said. They said they're having like a conference right now. The Marvel people talking about what they're gonna do for like the next 10 years. There's no reason I should be this excited because no one should be able to get away with this. This is too good. I'm too excited about this stuff.
Sorry if I'm out of the loop, but they're coming out with a new Black Panther without Chadwick.
Well, so they said that the next Black Panther, it's gonna be like an ode, like an in memoriam, basically to him. I don't know how they're gonna do it though.
Okay.
They're almost finished filming though.
That's so
Like
wild.
they just
to
straight
me,
up
man.
recast them, or they like
Well,
do a thing in the plot.
I think another
where-
character. I think that's probably gonna open up with like, oh, he served his country well, or whatever. Is that?
Yeah, and
and
introduce
somebody
a new
else.
main
Will, yeah,
character.
somebody else will become Black Panther.
It's just so upsetting. Like
It is sad.
especially because like he was leaving like a real legacy. Like he was like really
Yeah.
getting up there in Hollywood. Like all that shit he was doing, it was so good for him. But also when it comes to like just the Marvel stuff, I love what did I do?
You said Marvel,
Okay.
but also why didn't you go ooh?
Because that's more for when people are stupid.
No, that's for getting a word. What the fuck?
You did it before.
So when we see, I'll take a shot in a second. When we see Moon Knight, when we see Loki and all those characters, when we see the characters we just saw in Doctor Strange, when we watch Spider-Man and we see all those characters coming out of the sky, I'm like, I love seeing this universe expand. Because before I was like, I don't know if they could pull this off. I remember Avengers 1. All these nerds on YouTube were like, it's not going to happen. No one could make a movie with that many characters and make it good enough to watch and people enjoy. Like, it can't happen. And they did it. I love watching this universe expand. Give me the Kraken.
What do you guys think of the post-credit scenes?
Well, he screams in one.
No, that was the
He
final, that was the
screams
final
No,
scene.
the very end one was my favorite.
The very end one where he's just like,
It's over.
it's over.
Oh, that should have been one of the.
It's
phrases.
over.
That would have been cash.
I figured Johnny was going to say that when this podcast ends. He's going to look in the camera and say, it's over!
That's actually a good idea. I should do
I
that.
figued you were going to do
Yeah,
that.
that's
'cause I
the
know you
first-
so well.
I s- when I s-
I read you like a book.
I
'cause
saw
you're
with my
stupid.
cousin on Thursday. Jesus, he when he said it's over in that theater like was laughing for like 30 seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about the one where Charlize Theron showed up for no reason?
Is that the girl
Oh.
at the end with the "Come with me" to the?
That was
where
so
were they going?
stupid.
That's
It
what.
was so bad.
all
I
I'm
feel like a
thinking-
Morbius post-credit
Where was
scene.
the portal to?
I legitimately laughed when I saw her outfit. I like
It
legitimately
looked so
laughed.
bad, and she had
It was
this
like, "Come with
shitty
me."
makeup on.
And he had the fucking.
Why didn't they explain that shit? We had 2 post-credit scenes. We had the end of the movie, and it wasn't explained. No one
Yeah.
explained any of it. Why are you laughing?
If I was Doctor Strange,
What
I would.
did I
and
do?
If I was Doctor.
You said post-credit scene, which is a phrase, which means it's a
Oh
full
no!
shot.
Oh, my stomach
Continue,
hurts.
Danny.
If I was Doctor Strange and I just went through all that shit, and this girl, this lady shows up and tells me, "Well, you gotta go," I'm just like, "Bitch, can I have a break?"
Like I just grew this shit
Don't you
like 2
think-
weeks ago.
like, I'm still trying to get over this shit.
But also, she's like, "You caused an incursion," and he doesn't he just goes, "Okay." He doesn't go, "How? When in the
Yeah,
story?"
yeah. I killed
I think he knows.
trillions of people.
I think he knows.
Was that were they referring to the same one that his other self in the other universe did, which is what
No,
got,
'cause
what got him?
Well,
like,
that universe
I
is
guess
already
murdered by
broken.
his-
I don't.
So it was a different.
I have no
different
idea.
incursion.
But they also
I
go to
mean,
the same universe where Dormammu is in the end of the first one, because
It has to be the same one. Or,
That w- that
was
was
it, or was the
Dormammu
entire plot of him dreamwalking and
idea.
going possessing
It's
bodies
like-
and shit, going back and forth, cause another incursion?
It's like, why didn't they explain it? This doesn't get me
I
excited.
guess
for
you're
the
supposed to
next
assume.
one.
I think it's
Like,
just they're wanting you to sit here and talk about it. Like, yeah, what's the
fuck, we're
incursion?
doing it. We're
What's
doing
the-
it. Ah, damn it.
They got us.
We
We're
fed
falling-
into
we're
it.
falling into
We
the
fed
plot.
into it, guys. We lost.
Wait, that was
What's your
Dormammu
favorite color
in that
shoes?
portal,
Well,
at
it
the
was-
end, right?
It was
Yeah, right,
whatever.
what's your
It was
favorite
something
color?
reminiscent of that.
Okay, yeah, it looked a lot like it. It looked like a lot.
Yeah, but
Fuck, man. Well, let me see what I got. What else I got? Oh, the CG for the eye sucked, by the way.
thought it was
Yeah,
fine.
I think it's just too unnatural to look at somebody with 3 eyes.
It's too
I just, like,
strange,
think
yeah.
it's-
Ooh,
It's too
strange.
I did, you know what's funny? I did like how Wong's like, dude, you went, like, you dreamed walked in a dead body and you went in the dark cold. And he's like, I'm fine. Don't even worry about it. And then at the end, he's like, okay, hoppity. He's like, has like a hop in his step. And then all of a sudden, he's like, but that's why I didn't like the second post-credit scene, because we already saw that scene. And then the next scene, he's just walking on the street doing the exact same thing. Like,
And
she's
he
like,
just
hey.
fucking cloaks his eye on like battle mode.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like such a dumb little scene. It felt like a Morbius post-credit scene where they just filmed it last second. Whereas like the Vulture showed up being like,
have you been seeing the memes for Morbius?
yeah.
Like I'm gonna morb. Like it's
It's
all
Morbin
this
time.
fucking shit.
I'm about to.
I'm about to morb.
The best time in Morbius is when he morbed on all those guys. It's Morbin
Morb
time.
on him. It's morbid.
It's Morbin time. I'm dead.
It's so bad. It is so bad.
Anyway,
Uh,
is that all we have to say, or should we go on to the movie
We should
recommendation?
remember. I just want to make sure I got everything that I wanted to say. I just one simple question: does it bother you that he's not actually the Sorcerer Supreme anymore?
No,
I don't give a shit.
then
It does bother
Nah.
me. It bothers me.
I do have one thing.
Wong's
In-
the boy.
Yeah,
I
Wong
think
is good. He
I'm
deserves
okay with it because that like I think if he was Sorcerer Supreme, he'd be tied to that, and he couldn't like
Too much power.
Not even too much power.
Responsibility.
But he'd have too much
Responsibility.
responsibility. Now he can go do these adventures, go free on these adventures and stuff. Like
Yeah.
One thing, somebody just said Wong is the boy. I disagree.
You don't
every
like him?
every scene he's in, he gets his ass kicked.
Okay.
he pulled
good at
through in that one
karaoke,
scene,
though.
He pulled
But-
through in that one scene.
He's a very
he
likable
like
character.
pulls through in the last moment.
He's just a little.
What was he
goofball.
doing during the battle? He was standing.
He was
literally
sleeping.
standing
He's
there.
comedic relief. He's
When
comedic
they're
relief.
attacking and they're doing the thing, he's like just literally just standing there, like
Well,
put your
when a-
hands up
when-
to him,
Yeah.
buddy. I don't know, do some shit.
my problem when Wanda attacked, I was saying like Doctor Strange's powers like fluctuate. Like he goes up there like, oh, these are two gargantuan like powerhouses, you know, and then she
Like
assaults.
Cthulhu's.
She assaults the whole whatever it's called, Kajmata or whatever, and he doesn't do a single thing.
Yeah,
He doesn't. He blocks some debris from hitting him, and he didn't do a single thing.
After she already broke through.
Yes.
That was after she already broke
He
through.
goes,
He didn't do a
fall
single thing
back.
before that.
She didn't
yeah.
do shit.
Yeah,
he didn't.
no,
I mean,
he
he
did
didn't do
nothing.
He
shit.
didn't help
Did
to
nothing.
reinforce nothing. Him and Wong.
I don't
both of them.
understand
They
that
was
at
just
all.
going
Like
off
I didn't.
that,
He didn't even throw a little green ball of fire at her.
I feel like they have to do. I feel like whenever there's a fight scene in a Marvel movie, unless the fight scene is the point of the scene, because clearly when Wanda was attacking their temple, the point
Yeah.
was for Wanda to get inside and further the plot. The
Yeah.
fight wasn't the point of the
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah.
So whenever there's a fight scene where the fight scene isn't the point of the scene, they do some bullshit to get around it, and that was full of bullshit. It's
That was a
like
pretty lame
I'm gonna
scene.
trick one guy into thinking he's scared, and then he's gonna fuck up 5 other people, and then for somehow on a mountain full of every sorcerer, she was like, I found an opening. Boo, boo, boo.
The
and
little
it's
just right in front of her
fucking so
face, right
stupid.
there. Yeah.
How should you keep past all a million of sorcerers? Oh my gosh, she's a woman, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like it's like in the comics. It's too woke.
You gotta wear the glasses when you say that.
She gets in his ear. He's like, push everybody. He's
Push
like, okay.
everybody.
You know why she? You know how? You
She
know why
says
that?
run, right?
You know why
Push
that sorcerer?
everybody.
You know why that sorcerer nerd got scared? Because Wanda went in his ear and
Coral.
said women's rights. He went, fuck.
Coral.
Chop
Anyway.
your dick off.
Oh no.
Oh, that's
You know what?
funny.
The sequence I did like, because this movie was originally Scott Derrickson was the original director, and
Yeah.
he left due to creative differences, and Sam Raimi entered in like pre-production. But he was gonna make this like a haunted house movie. You can kind of see that when on Kamar-Taj when like they're in that kind of temple and they're trying to get away from her with like the reflections and
That's
the
so
doors
cool.
closed.
Oh yeah, that was a really cool scene.
Yeah.
How was she able to do that, by the way? She can just like float through the
Magic,
water.
bro. Magic.
Because she was in the mirror dimension or something.
Yes,
so,
got
like,
exactly. Yes.
So she
That's
hopped
exactly
in.
right.
She
That's
hopped
exactly
into
right.
like the
Figured it
reflection.
out. It's wild.
Do you
Genius.
think Doctor Strange's like magic and Scarlet Witch's magic's the same? Do you think it comes from the same stuff? Because we've learned from Moon Knight. So I keep bringing it up. We've learned from Moon Knight that there are different,
Moon Knight.
sorry, spoilers, guys.
There's
There's different. Shut the fuck up, please. God damn it. There's other realms of the afterlife and other gods. So they're claiming that like there's like Christianity with the Ghost Rider. There's the Egyptian gods with Moon Knight. What are you doing?
They're all.
What do you
Yeah.
want? The point is, his or like Thor, his source of power was
Asgard.
Asgard.
Yeah.
Well,
Where do you think their power comes from?
well, you said or is their magic the same?
The dark dimension.
Wong,
I saw
that squid monster.
Yeah.
They go, those runes. Have you seen that before? And he goes, this isn't sorcery. This is witchcraft.
Oh, so they
So
are
she's
different.
witchcraft and he's sorcery.
Okay, so they are different.
But they're connected.
But I think their
feel
Yeah.
power,
all
but
the
they
same-
are
it's all the same
connected because
bullshit.
they use the
all
same.
the same.
They use the same magic books or like the
Yeah, it's
same,
true.
like the book of the Darkhold or whatever. They both can use it, so
Yeah.
their powers have to tie in somehow.
It all makes the least amount of sense. So
I think if you're a wizard, you can like learn
Oh, I'm not-
witchcraft
oh, yeah.
and sorcery. I guess that's just we have to assume that at this point. Yeah.
Oh boy.
all right. So should we do a movie
Yeah, let's do the
recommendation?
movie recommendation. Let's do it.
I'm going to recommend The Power of the Dog, which was directed by Jane Campion and
That the
written by
Western?
her. Yes, it's a Western set in the 1920s, and it stars Benedict Cumberbatch. And I thought he should have gotten the Oscar for Best Actor this year because I thought it was absolutely fantastic. I will have the thing in 2 seconds. So charismatic rancher Phil Burbank inspires fear in all of those around him. When his brother brings home a new wife and her son, Phil torments them until he finds himself exposed to the possibility of love. It's like a weird. The score is by Johnny Greenwood, who did like There'll Be Blood and a lot of Paul Thomas Anderson's movies. And the movie's very like she has a great way of shooting guys just walking, just strutting around. It looks like the coolest thing ever, and it has like a very, it is a little.
And
like,
why'd you choose
pretentious.
that for this again?
Benedict Cumberbatch.
That's right. Okay, sorry.
But it is a little like not inaccessible, but it does feel like an Oscar type movie. But I think I thought it was fantastic. I think mainly because Benedict Cumberbatch is so great in it.
Is there anything else you have to say?
Show me your penis. Show me your penis right now. Show me your penis.
Wow, Johnny, why would you say that?
Good Lord, no.
How'd you do that?
Why would you say that?
Ooh!
That's not just, I thought I pressed
Oh
it.
my god.
Wait, you didn't?
No,
Oh my god!
that was perfect.
You were like perfectly away from the mic, so when he caught the audio and replayed it, it's the same.
I thought
exact
that was
volume.
the same thing.
That
Holy
was
shit.
crazy.
All right, word reveal, and we're done. My words were eye, magic, book, scary, and monster. Danny?
punch, whacked, eyeball, what mouth, and bitch.
Christian?
Ballooning, gruesome, dream walking, Dr. Madness, Multiverse of Strange, and Octoclops.
What the fuck?
Octoclops.
No, yeah,
When he had all
nobody-
the arms and
we didn't
shit.
talk about that first monster,
Octoclops.
but Octoclops.
You
yeah,
were
it's-
shooting, man.
it's
That was a
I know,
stretch.
but like,
Reach.
just imagine though. Like,
Go
imagine
ahead, Jake.
I hit.
I had
That's
soul, incursion, third eye. Everyone said eye. No one said third eye. Dream walk, and then lesbians for America's moms.
Oh yeah,
I feel like we didn't talk about America.
Yeah,
at
we didn't
all.
talk about America at
I
I
all.
loved
talk
her.
about
She
a
was
lot,
great.
I
I
feel
said
like.
I liked her.
We
Yeah,
didn't
she
talk
was
about
okay.
the first monster. We
That
didn't talk
thing
about a
that
lot.
she would do.
Yeah, you know.
That one thing.
It's what happens.
That one thing. I did Illuminati, kill, stole, Marvel, and post-credit scene.
For the record, I said Illuminati, but you didn't hear me, so
Damn it.
can't get me now.
Damn.
I was gonna put Illuminati as a word, but
I was going to too, but I thought
I
it
wasn't
was like,
sure if
might
it
have
would
been like
work.
it was too stupid and
Well, because
easy.
it's the name of a group, not a
Yeah.
character.
Exactly.
But also the character isn't the name of the group isn't the title
Yeah.
like the Avengers.
It
so
was
yes.
It was a hard call. I didn't really know
took it
how
out
to-
because I wasn't sure. This
Yeah.
is my second time.
Yeah,
so I
I
was
didn't
like,
really know
I
how
just
to
put soul
deal
there.
with that. I'll have to update the rules and see what I can clean up. But yeah, no, there is a lot we didn't talk about, but that's why I got to go see the movie. That's about it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you on the next one. Peace.
It's over.